I know it was just a preseason game, but in the fourth quarter, you guys came back from 8 down, I believe, and all 4 rookies played a big part of that. How cool was that to be a part of that comeback?
Yeah, I think personally for me, it was really cool. I mean, this was our first time out there, and I know you said this is a preseason game, but for us, it felt like a real game. And I think we played well. Bree and Sol, one thing about Taylor, she is athletic, and she could do things that nobody could do, and she really stood out today. Just the extra plays, she really helped us in that fourth to get that dub for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think, we're all pretty different. We all bring different things, and I think everybody who was on the court showed up and did that. And, I mean, shout out to Taylor because, she came in there, got charges. I mean, hustle plays. That's what she does. I mean, that's how, you get the energy from somebody, and she really brought that. So she had amazing, moments in there, and she helped us come back and get the lead. So, but overall, I mean, preseason game, it was awesome to be out there, wearing WNBA jerseys coming from college. So it was a great experience. We learned a lot, I think.
Cheryl just talked about how much the connectivity that this whole entire team has already just a week in is really evident and showed on the floor tonight. Just when, how much confidence does it give you guys playing in your first game, knowing that, everybody really is so interconnected and trusts what the other one's going to do in a game like this where it gets close in the fourth quarter, that type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts with our leaders, our veterans. I mean, the first days we got here, they just kept the team together. And I think we have great pieces. I think everybody, loves to compete, loves to work. So, we felt that the first day when we started, preseason practices, the training camp. Everybody came in there hungry, a lot of energy. And one thing about it is that as the days went by and you get a little tired, it was still very high. Our energy was super high, and it's great. And it starts with our leaders, and until like the rooks, everybody was bringing that energy, and we have a great coaching staff, that wants that for us, and they're holding us accountable for that, which is great. But it's fun, when you're all competing, you all want to win. It's fun to practice, it's fun to hustle, it's fun to play games. So I think that's just what's been this first week, and hopefully that just keeps bringing that every single day.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what Dorka was saying, it's just we have a lot of fun out there, and it makes it easier when you're having fun. I think the coaching staff is really hard on us, but they also give us time to learn, and I think that's really helpful. We're all rookies and stuff like that, and mistakes are going to happen, but to have the encouragement from the people around us, not just the coaching staff, the vets, is really encouraging, especially for the 4 young ones. It really helps us get going. And yeah, if you think we had a connection today, just wait until we actually get a real connection. So we're just super excited to continue to stack days, and that's all we're going to continue to do is stacking days.
And for you two individually now, being a week in, where do you think you both have grown the most in your first week, and where are you most eager to improve moving forward?
I think personally for me, it's just the defensive things I have to remember is kind of different. I mean, obviously coming from college in Maryland, and we just switched everything. Not anymore. So it's definitely an adjustment, but I'm learning, and I'm just trying to get better every day. And obviously I want to get better at rebounding and just being a better rebounder like Dorka. Nice double today. So I need to take a page out of her book for sure. But yeah, just to continue to be the best player I could be and learn from the vets.
Yeah, I mean, as she said, we still make a lot of mistakes. It's still time to adjust. This was our first game that was actually in a game setting. We had practice with Washington yesterday, but that was just kind of 5 possession at a time. So, obviously the conditioning parts come out. Things like that when you're kind of mentally a little bit tired and making some mistakes, but that comes with the conditioning part. I think that we're gonna be great at that. But personally, I mean, it's very similar system, as to UConn. So for me, it was a little bit easier to adjust, and just coming here a week earlier was huge for me. I think I was able to get some extra work in with Fee, Rachel, a lot of the vets and the coaching staff. So I think that was great for me. But also just it's much more physical. It's much more the pace is. You're going. It's like you have to run back on defense, or you're gonna get up a layup. And so I think there's still time to adjust, but I think it was a good first, test, and just to get a feel of it. especially for the rookies. But it's we won, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to win this game, and I'm happy that this turned out, and we're gonna build on that.
Yeah, you kind of half answered the question I was about to ask. You both played against plenty of physical opponents in college. How does the physicality tonight stack up against what you're used to?
Yeah, I mean, just in the post, obviously, I do rely a lot on my inside game as well, and I think, today I really didn't get many of that, so I think that's something that I'm gonna just keep focusing on, getting some individual work, obviously, just kind of finding my spots in the paint, because I think, even just talk to coaches, kind of have to put some pressure in there, and I think, I always did that in college, but now I have to find my, my spots in there, and just the ways that I can get open in the post and just get some easy, buckets or get to the foul line more. But overall, we play in a 5-out system, so it's kind of just a lot of different things, a lot of movement, a lot of back cuts for me, even, just being a little bit more outside, just getting people open, but definitely want to get back to that, just kind of find some places to be around the rim and just, use my post moves in that as well.
Yeah, I think personally for me, the hardest thing is just the conditioning. I mean, getting hit constantly throughout 40 minutes, it's a lot, and it takes a toll on your body. Like, how do you withstand that without showing you're tired and stuff like that? But that just comes as the speed in the game. But overall, I think yesterday was a harder day for me. It's definitely with the physicality. That was my first time actually experiencing the Mystics pressure and just the W pressure in general, and it was, yeah, I definitely felt it yesterday, and today I got to adjust more. So I think yesterday's practice was really huge for me, just to realize you can't slack here. If you're gonna cut, you gotta cut hard, or you're gonna get pushed off your line. Just simple stuff like that, and you realize that the details that in college that you could get away with, not anymore. So it's definitely a learning curve, and that's the fun part about like being in the W and being rookies. You get to learn again. So I'm just excited to see what more I could develop and learn from.
Speaking of the fun part, Diamond, right at the end, you and Fee got to do that kind of leaping body
Yeah.
bump thing. Did you get much notice that you were going to be part of that?
No. And honestly, I heard there's dancing at the end, which I'm not a really good dancer, but I like to dance. So yeah, it's just, I'm just going with the flow and learning.
Keep learning.
Yeah, learning.
Jumping off on the physicality a little bit more, Diamond, you mentioned taking a lot of hits through 40 minutes, but you did get to the line a lot, and I know you would have liked to seen a few more of the free throws fall tonight, but there was a stretch there where you were either getting good looks down low or they're putting you on the line. Do you feel like you can get to the line just sort of whenever you want, and you think that's something that can be a difference maker for you this season?
Obviously, I feel like I'm very versatile, and I feel like I could do a lot of things, but I'm just making game reads at the end of the day. If I feel like I have it, I'm going to try to take it and stuff like that. So I just constantly try to build on that. And I'm just trying to help my team win at any means necessary. So if I got to bang, I'll bang.
How was it playing in front of the home crowd, finally?
Yeah. It was amazing. I mean, for a preseason game, I didn't know what to expect. I had no expectations, but they were loud and they were very involved in the game, which I like to see, especially when it got close. You could hear the rumble a little bit. That's exciting, especially that was a preseason game. Wait till a regular season game when there's more fans and stuff like that, when it really matters. I'm really excited for these fans.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I also didn't know, how many people are coming out, and it was a great crowd. Especially whenever, the energy was high, you could feel this place erupts. And for me personally, there was just, AZ Fug, my teammate at UConn, their grandparents came out today to support, so that was awesome to see them. I always can hear them. I heard them in the crowd even at UConn, so I saw them after the game, waving. So, just the little things, kind of just having a support system, even though my family is not here, but just having this environment and experience this in the first game, and just kind of as Diamond said, just build on it when it's regular season, and when it's it's actually game time and it's gonna count. It's gonna be awesome, and we know they're very loyal fans, so we're trying to bring even more out there. But it's awesome. It was a great experience, I think, for all of us.
Diamond, coach said you got the green light as far as shooting. And
She's gonna tell you to take that away now.
I'm just telling you what she said. But she said you got the green light, and if you add that 3-point shooting to your game,
Yeah.
you know, you'll pretty much be unstoppable out there. Just talk about what you can do to improve the 3-point shooting and just be an overall complete player.
Definitely for the 3-point shot, making sure I'm taking a good 3-point shot. I mean, I'm gonna get about 3 of them I shot today. I probably shouldn't have taken, and I took it with a hesitation. And you're never supposed to do that. If you're gonna shoot it, you gotta shoot it confidently, and you gotta shoot it like no thinking or anything like that. And I definitely was like, should I take this? Look kind of slack. So I just have to be more mindful of that. And if they're gonna leave me like that, I gotta sink it, and that's just gonna work. And I love my lovely coaches. They're already starting with me, so it's just something I'm going to continue to develop with my game. So.